What's going on? This is your boy JP, and this is the Power Bomb. And for the next couple minutes, we're going to be talking about my predictions for today's big shows. AEW's All In, which is pretty much their WrestleMania of the year, going up against Saturday night's main event. And the big question is, and I was listening to Bully Ray yesterday, and I was listening to Dave LaGreca. Ray made a very good point. Pro Wrestling Nation is now a full channel. Pro Wrestling Nation really drives the narrative on who is going to talk about what. Is AEW going to win the day? And is WWE going to be talking about them all day Monday? Or is WWE going to win the night and Pro Wrestling Nation going to talk about them? So who wants to control the narrative going into Monday is the big question. So let's get to the first big show today, which is AEW's All In. I've been waiting all week for this, as is pretty much every pro wrestling fan out there. And let's get into my predictions immediately, starting with Swerve Strickland and Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. Now, I'm not going to do the gauntlet matches, but I'll give you a quick thought of what's going to happen in those. If MJF doesn't win his gauntlet match, what's the point? What's the point with MJF? He hasn't really been the same since CM Punk left. They had an amazing feud. Him and Bryan Danielson had a decent feud, but that Punk one is the one that really put MJF on the map as being a real chance at being an AEW champion. So I fully expect Max to get that back, and I expect Max to go chasing that AEW championship. That's what I would do personally if I was AEW. The women's one, I think it's got to be Megan Bayne. I think Megan Bayne has shown us plenty that she is the next AEW women's champion at some point. She is a force to be reckoned with. I would love for her to go up against WWE talent like Rhea Ripley or Io Sky or any of those, because I feel she has all the tools to be that type of star. But currently she's in AEW, which means I think she is a great opponent for either Mercedes or Toni Storm going forward. So I would have Megan Bayne definitely win that gauntlet match. But let's get back to the tag team one. The Young Bucks versus Ospreay and Strickland. I think this is a good way of getting a different type of story for the AEW World Championship. I don't believe for a second that the Young Bucks are going to lose their EVP status. It just doesn't make sense to me, logically. So I'm going to go with the Bucks. I'm going to go with the Bucks, and you can also do the whole... you can also have Swerve and Will Ospreay feuding after this. Like, the Young Bucks win, and then Ospreay and Swerve have a difference of opinion because Swerve did not agree to going after the AEW title for a full year. Ospreay kind of put those words in his mouth, and Swerve was not too happy with that. So I could see this becoming a story coming out of this. So give me the Young Bucks to defeat Swerve and Ospreay. The next one, Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher. This is going to be the banger of the day, folks, because I know Fletcher is hungry for this one, and I know Adam Cole really is excited to be on the big stage, showing his talents and what he can do. We've only really seen him in NXT, and he's been injured in and out of AEW, but I think this is a huge stage for him. The last time he had a stage like this was against MJF for that World Championship, so it's good to see him back in this type of spot. Give me Kyle Fletcher, though, because if Kyle Fletcher doesn't win this match, what are we doing with him? Like, he didn't win the Owen, and now we're not going to have him win the TNT title. I want to see him win that TNT championship because I want to see another level of Kyle Fletcher. I want to see another level of Kyle Fletcher, and I want to see what he can do and what other feuds he can go up with. So give me Kyle Fletcher to win this TNT championship and really give him his first singles title and see how he is on the mic and see how he is with that championship. So I am all for that. Omega and Okada. Actually, nope, sorry. The tag team match. Now, I don't know what's going on with FTR and the Outrunners. They teased something that whoever wins that might get into this, but I don't think that's happening. The Patriarchy with Christian and Nick Wayne versus the Champs, which is the Hurt Syndicate, who actually got demolished on Wednesday night. And then, obviously, Jet Speed with Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. Patriarchy would be an interesting one. To give Christian the tag team titles, but I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe you could do the whole Nick Wayne turning on Christian after this because they lose the match and Nick Wayne is not too happy with Christian, and Christian's always the one that's putting Nick Wayne in these situations, and now Nick Wayne can turn around and be like, it's your fault we didn't win the tag team titles. So that's an interesting storyline that could come out of this. The Hurt Syndicate got demolished by Jet Speed. Jet Speed showed a different side of their character. And then the Hurt Syndicate. You know what? It's AEW's big show of the year. Give me the new tag team champions, Jet Speed, of Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. They're fun. They're an interesting tag team. Let me have them come out of this with the tag team title. So yeah, give me Jet Speed. Now for the Unified International Championship, or whatever the hell this thing is, the Continental and the International all together. Okada versus Omega, the big rivalry that goes all the way back to New Japan. This is a match Tony Khan has been itching for ever since he got the ink on AEW as his company. This is the match that he fell in love with pretty much back in the day, and this is the match he's been wanting forever to be on AEW programming. Give me Omega to win this one because it just makes all the sense. It's a good way. It's a full circle moment for Omega. He came in with the company when it first started. Now he gets the chance to be the champion. Yeah, I think Kenny Omega is the right answer for this. The story has been Callis trying to erase Omega, Okada turning with Callis on Omega. So yeah, I expect Kenny Omega to win this match and be the Unified Champion. And then we get to Mercedes and Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. The money train's been rolling, folks. She's been winning every title under the sun. She's the AAA champion. No, she's the CMCC champion. Sorry, AAA is owned now by WWE. She is the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. She is the TBS champion. She has all these belts. Toni Storm is putting her belt on the line. It is the only championship on the line. Personally, I think both of these women are holding that AEW championship because I think Megan Bayne is about to take over. It is AEW's big show of the year. Who gets the biggest pop? I think that's what they're going to go with. I think Mercedes wins this championship. I think Mercedes and Megan Bayne is a good feud going forward. So yeah, give me Mercedes to get her 7th championship, and where she will become 7 belts Mercedes. Now we go to the... Oh, sorry, there's a trios title match, which I completely forgot about. The Ops versus the Death Riders. I think the Ops get those trios titles back from... who has those titles? I don't care. The titles are pointless and useless, and they haven't been used properly anyway, so just give me the Ops to win this match. Whether they have the titles or not, I don't care. So give me the Ops. Mox versus Hangman in the Texas Death Match. First of all, the only reason why they're having this is so there can be so much blood in this match that nothing can stop it. It's a death match, so there's going to be blood everywhere. Hangman loves to bleed. Mox loves to bleed. These two cannot have a 20-minute just entertaining match after 4 hours of wrestling, so they need something super extravagant to happen. And they can have all the run-ins, they can have all the blood, they can have all the chaos. You could get Darby Allin back, you could get friggin' Swerve Strickland to get involved, you could get the Bucks to get involved. Everybody can get involved in this. If Hangman does not win this championship, what is the story going forward for Hangman? There's only 2 people, and I was listening to Busted Open yesterday, and Bully Ray is 100% correct on this. There's only 2 people that we would want to see next for Jon Moxley if he retains his championship, and that's Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and we're not getting any of them because they are in WWE and they're never coming to AEW, so get that out of your mind. So Hangman is the answer to win this AEW championship, because if Hangman doesn't win this, what's his story going forward? Why am I invested in Hangman Page after this? This is probably the most momentum Hangman Adam Page has had since he faced Omega back at Full Gear 2021. So this has to be the culmination for Hangman Adam Page. So Hangman will win this AEW championship. He will take it out of the briefcase. He will hold it high because AEW needs this, and this would be a good way of getting Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 to talk about the Hangman and AEW putting on one hell of a show if these are the stories that come out of it. Now, this is going to be a two-part episode because we also have Saturday night's main event. So I just covered AEW. Now we're going to go with what I think can happen for WWE to counter AEW. So Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. Why is Jimmy Uso getting a shot at the United States Championship? Has he done anything to earn a United States Championship match? Has anything happened? No, it's just WWE putting another title on the line just to fight AEW. So give me Solo to retain his championship. Probably some shenanigans. Jacob Fatu will come in. Tala Tonga, all the Tongans, they're all going to get involved in this one. So just give me Solo to retain this title. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Last night we had the Logan Paul and Jelly Roll segment, and then we had Randy come out, and then he got Claymored by Drew, which sets this up, and Jelly Roll will be in the corner of Randy Orton, so we're probably just we're setting up to SummerSlam, probably some type of Randy Orton Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Give me Drew McIntyre to win this, probably some shenanigans, probably some help from Logan Paul, or this ends in a double DQ, which would make sense as well, and all brawling, and then sets it up for that. So, yeah, give me Drew McIntyre to win this, or possibly a double disqualification. I don't see Randy Orton winning this match. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. If anybody needs a win in the worst way, I don't care if it's a roll-up. I don't care if it's a freaking disqualification. I don't care how it is. As long as at the end of this match, LA Knight's hand is being held up. Yeah! That's what I need to happen. Because I need LA Knight to get some type of momentum. He needs some type of momentum going into SummerSlam. He needs some type of a big story. So yeah, give me LA Knight to win this match against Seth Rollins, because that's what needs to happen. It's what needs to happen. Now we go to the main event. It's Gunther versus Goldberg. Gunther is the world heavyweight champion. Goldberg, this is his final match of his career, supposedly. If WWE has Gunther win this, but all kinds of shenanigans happen, Goldberg's trying to win the match, Braun Breaker gets involved, spears him, sets up a match for SummerSlam, or Seth Rollins tries to cash in, and then CM Punk thwarts his efforts, then all this craziness happens. We're talking about WWE on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 on Monday. If WWE wants to really stick it to AEW, you want to erase AEW from the conversation? You put that championship on Goldberg tonight. Because then that's all we're talking about going into Monday, is Goldberg is the champion. Whether we're happy about it, whether we're angry about it, the fact of the matter is we are all going to have an opinion if Bill Goldberg wins this WWE, this World Heavyweight Championship. Now, for AEW to win the day, Gunther's got to retain in just a regular Gunther way. Choke him out, match over, have a sayonara, Goldberg goes off into the sunset, bye-bye, and Gunther retains the title. I personally think Gunther retains the title, but there will be a lot of shenanigans. I think Seth Rollins does try to cash in. We either get CM Punk to thwart that cash in, or we get the return. And this is another thing that would absolutely kill AEW, is if we get the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns to cost Seth Rollins, which sets up for a mega match at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. And then Monday night, Gunther comes out, talks about how he just defeated the mighty Goldberg, how he is the greatest of all time. And then he's like, now, what is on the horizon for the Ring General? And then you hit, because I think the big match for SummerSlam, besides Cody and John Cena, is CM Punk versus Gunther for that World Heavyweight Championship. Because let me tell you something, Punk didn't just shove Gunther for no good reason 2 Mondays ago. So yeah, that's how I think happens. Gunther retains, and this all sets up into what's going to happen at SummerSlam, or WWE gets greedy and takes an absolute shot at AEW, and you put that championship on Bill Goldberg in Atlanta tonight. Either way, it's going to be a great day of professional wrestling. AEW All In, WWE Saturday Night's Main Event. I'm excited. I know you guys are excited. Please make sure to like and comment below for more content. This is your boy JP. This was the Powerbomb. Have a great Saturday. Okay, so we have some Powerbomb breaking news. As I came and turned on AEW All In, the 0 hour show, Adam Cole has not been medically cleared by Tony Khan. I didn't even know there was something going on with Adam Cole, and like I told you in my earlier video, I said that Adam Cole really needed this big stage, and it was nice that he wasn't hurt anymore and that he was finally getting this moment, but looks like he is not medically cleared. So it will be Daniel Garcia versus Sammy Guevara versus Dustin Rhodes versus Kyle Fletcher for the AEW TNT title. It would be a cool moment. It would be a cool moment for Dustin Rhodes to win in his Texas home in front of all his fans. It would be a cool moment for Daniel Garcia to get that TNT title back. It would be neat for Sammy Guevara to win the TNT title for another time. But I feel like this just makes it a lot easier for Kyle Fletcher to win this championship and continue building his career in AEW. So I'm not wavering off that. As cool a moment it was to be for Dustin to win that title, I'm still going with Kyle Fletcher. But this was a Powerbomb breaking news. Adam Cole out. 4-way championship match in. Enjoy the show, guys.